Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers is tonight. And here's my prediction of what will happen in this game. As you know, this is a very big game. It's 3-2 the series. The Thunder are up by one game and can potentially close it out tonight and win an NBA championship. It will be the first time the Thunder win a championship as the Oklahoma City Thunder and not the Seattle Supersonics. Now, here's my prediction. And if you don't know how predictions work on this channel, I'm going to speak about the entire series. I'm going to speak about things that worked, things that didn't work. I'm going to speak about last game and what happened. And I will then give my prediction. So watch the whole video and don't click off. And make sure you subscribe if you want more videos like this. And if you're into NBA breakdowns and basketball breakdowns in general, moving forward. Now, this series right here has been, in my opinion, the best series we've had in the NBA playoffs this year. And is the ranking wise, in terms of rates, is probably the least watched series. But I like it simply because we had so many different things that happened this series. Like the Knicks Pacers game series, that was kind of fun. Okay, but there was so many times where you just knew that the Pacers were gonna run away with it. This series, after game one, and game two, like every game just felt like it could be anybody's game. Game one, you thought the Thunder were gonna run away with it. Pacers fight back. Haliburton hits a game winner. Game two, the Thunder win it by like 20 points. Game three, the Pacers win that game and they looked unstoppable. And right when you think that the Thunder have no hope, when you feel like they played the softest game of their life, they come back game four and win it, and now they have home court advantage. Then they go home for game five and they win that game by 11 points. But in reality, that game was a 20-point lead the whole time, pretty much. So this series has been everywhere. It's been all over the place. We've seen comebacks. We've seen leads being taken. We've seen blowouts. We've seen everything in this game, this series. And this is why Game 6 is so important. Game 5 was literally just like Game 1. Exactly what happened in Game 1 happened in Game 5. The only difference is that in Game 5, you got more out of J-Dub, and the Thunder were able to close out the game. In Game 1, Shai was tired. You didn't get much out of J-Dub, and you couldn't close out the game. Simply because of those two right there. But you couldn't close out the game, which led to a Haliburton game winner with zero point 0.3 seconds. Mind you, that was the only time that the Pacers led that game. Now in Game 5, they almost did it again. And I thought that Game 5 was the Thunder's best game yet. I thought their threes were amazing. They did a great job shooting from three. They did a great job points in the paint, rebounding, 50-50 balls, playing hard. Their aggression was there, except the third quarter. I felt like the third quarter, they were starting to look like Game 3 Oklahoma City Thunder, not Game 4 Thunder. Or even the first half of this game Thunder. And honestly, they took care of the ball more. They forced more turnovers. They did a lot that I thought was so good. But in the back of my mind, I was still thinking, all it takes is for a run and the Haliburton to go off. And then the run came. End of the third quarter with like 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. TJ McConnell goes off and he puts up 13 of his 18 points in the third quarter. The end of the third quarter at that. And he brings them back in the game. Siakam to start off the fourth quarter. Unstoppable. The whole time we thought Caruso was making it hard for him, this, that, and the third. That game right there, Game 5, his 28 points, especially everything that he scored in the fourth quarter, it looked effortless. It did not look like there was any pressure, any type of overwhelming anything that was going on with him. Did not look overwhelmed. He did not look bothered. Nothing. And they got within 2 points. If they just got something, just something out of Haliburton, or if they would have kept TJ McConnell in the game, and didn't bring back Haliburton, this game would have went so different. It would have been 3-2 Indiana. And that's the thing about the NBA Finals. It's not like the first round of the playoffs. It's not like the second round of the playoffs. Even the conference finals and the NBA Finals, it's literally about your decision making. That's it. Decision making and mistakes. The team that makes the best decisions and the least amount of mistakes is going to win. Plays don't matter. None of that matters. It's either do you want to win or do you not want to win? Do you have the heart or do you don't have the heart? Are you panicking or are you under control and composed? And that's the thing that benefits the Thunder so much. Their composure sometimes gets me pissed off because of how composed and mature they are. For a very young team, they are very composed, very mature. And sometimes it gets me mad. Like, it really gets on my nerves because in game 3, I even said it in my YouTube video. I said, yo, I don't think the Thunder understand how big this is. They play too nonchalant. They play like they just want to be cool and they just want to win. But it's like they expect the win to come to them. I just thought they played too nonchalant with no emotions. And sometimes in the game of basketball, you need emotions. Game 4 and Game 5, they proved me wrong. That composure thing really works. At least it looks like it so far. And why does it look like it? Because they won. They never seem startled. They never panic. The only thing is, the third quarter, they look tired. The first half, they play so good. They go to the locker room for halftime. They come back the third quarter, and it looks like the pace of Indiana caught up with them. It looks like the pace of Indiana is starting to wear them out every third quarter. I don't know what it is. And last game, Nembhard was not allowing himself to be screened. So you couldn't get him off of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the fourth quarter. That pick and roll, J-Dub and Shai didn't work. But what you got lucky with is Jalen Williams had his best game of his career. And that night when you needed him the most, he had 40 points. I think it was a 56% shooting. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. If I'm not mistaken, he had a couple of steals. He showed out that game. And it was the right time because you needed him. And I'm going to say this right now. You're going to need him in Game 6. If the Thunder have any chance of winning, you're going to need Jalen Williams in Game 6. He's going to have to take you to the fourth quarter. And Shai is going to have to close out the fourth quarter. I don't care what happens in the fourth quarter. Jalen Williams might have to make more shots in the fourth quarter. That's fine. But Shai has to make his presence felt in the fourth quarter if the Thunder want to win. Alex Caruso. Last game wasn't a good game from you. You've given them 2 20-point games. Amazing defense, I'll give you that. Your defense has not fell off a single game in this series. In this NBA Finals, in this whole playoff run, your defense has not fell off a single time. But your offense, this is going to be the night where they need you the most. You're the only player on this team who's been in this situation before. If anybody knows what it takes, it's you. Because you played a big part in the Lakers winning their NBA championship. You wasn't just like somebody who came off the bench and played garbage minutes when you were up by 30, 15 points with like a minute left. No, you played. You played defense. You was there on the court. You was a part of everything. So you're going to be the biggest thing, the biggest piece in Game 6 if the Thunder want a chance to win. Jalen Williams, again, I don't care what you did the last 3 games. This up-and-coming game right here, you need to give another great game. You don't really need to have 40, but you need to have a great game. If you could get 40 again, go for 40 again. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, this is a game where we cannot afford to have you go 15 for 30 points. You're going to need to be efficient just like how you've been the last couple of games. Chet Holmgren. Now you're the problem because sometimes you play great and you look amazing, and sometimes you play terrible. And I think to myself, damn, if the Thunder lose this game, the blame is single handedly on him. That's how bad your bad games are. Your good games, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Good games make somebody think, damn, how would he have been if he never had to face all those injuries? But your bad games, it's like he could single handedly throw this whole game by himself. And the Pacers, if you want to win, just stick to whatever you was doing. The last game, knock down some more shots. Nembhard and Nesmith, they got to give you more. And Haliburton has to perform. The 0 for 6 stuff, hell no. You can't have that no more. 0 for 6, I don't even care if you go 0 for 10, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. 0 for 6, you didn't even try. 2 of those shots came in the first quarter. If I'm not mistaken, 4 of them came in the first half. So what did you even do? If you're injured, then you can't use that as an excuse because you played 34 minutes. 34 out of 48. You're only 12 minutes short of the whole game. So if you're not going to shoot, but you're going to run up and down the court with an injured leg, then don't be on the court. Because TJ McConnell was playing amazing. You could have told the coach, I'm not playing good. Clearly, he has something going on right now. Let him stay in the game. At least for a little bit longer. And nobody would have told you no. And y'all could have won that game. And with all that being said, if the Thunder don't win this game, they're losing Game 7. The Pacers will win Game 7. If this goes 7, the Pacers will win in Game 7. So the Thunder must win Game 6 tonight. Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace, Kendrick Williams, the other Jalen Williams, whoever they bring off their bench, somebody needs to give them something. Alex Caruso, that's a must. He has to give them something. He's not even counting with everybody else, all the rest of the role players. He has to give them something. Isaiah Hartenstein, you need to give something. 4 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Nah. No, that's a bad game. We need 10 points, 12 points. That hook shot that you have is unstoppable. Use it. Benedict Mathurin for the Pacers. Take care of them turnovers. Settle down. Make some of those shots. I know y'all love to run, but you might need to slow down just a half a second. Half a second. And with all that being said, I'm going to take the Indiana Pacers tonight in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. I believe in them more. I can never count them out. For some reason, I have a feeling that the Thunder have counted them out. I don't think the Thunder understand the type of hunger, aggression, and willpower that the Pacers are going to come out with tonight in Game 6. And they might come out and punch the Thunder dead in their face. Just punch them dead in their mouth, like dead ass. Like they might. You ever got hit in your nose before? That should set you back and make you cry a little bit, make you tear up, make you dumb mad. The Thunder might catch one of those tonight. And if they do, good luck bouncing back in Game 7. And the Pacers, if they don't come out in the first half, in the first quarter and do that, that second half, the Thunder better prepare for a bloodbath. A bloodbath of the century. Because they're playing all 48 minutes. However many seconds that is, they playing all of them seconds. And they're going to put everything they got into this game. Sweat, blood, and tears. I hope the Thunder are ready. This isn't the game to be nonchalant. This isn't the game to play with the idea of you just have no care for anything on earth. The idea of you don't have no emotions. You better show emotions. This game is the biggest game in your career. And if you go to Oklahoma in game 7, I don't care how great your crowd is. I don't care how great of a game the whole team has, individually as an entire team. The Pacers will win game 7, and they're going to hit some type of game winner or clutch shots in the fourth quarter. This game is going to be what everybody thought game 4 was for the Thunder. If the Pacers win like I think they are, this will be what takes the air out of the Thunder. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this to Otaku E. Safe.